Maui is a demigod who steals the heart of Te Piti for his people because he wants to be seen as a hero, but in reality, he ends up cursing them. Little Moana was the daughter's chief. She was in love with the ocean and it always called for her. Her father tried his hardest to keep her away from the water because she was next in line to take over for him, and her dreams about the water were foolish to them. Her grandma, she always encouraged her to follow what her heart always told her to do, no matter what everyone thought was wrong. Moana decides to disobey her father, and she takes a boat and crosses the reef, which was forbidden. She ends up falling. She almost dies by drowning because her foot gets stuck in a rock. Her grandma catches what she has done and tries to convince her that not to give up on her dreams. They decide to, her grandma tells her that she's just getting started. Moana's grandma decides to tell her the truth of her ancestors to encourage her to continue what she has just started, and tells her the ocean has chosen her to find Maui, to make him return the heart of Te Piti, to cure the land because the food is rotting. Moana finds out that her ancestors are voyagers and tells her father and her mother that they need to start again in order to continue bringing food to feed their people. Moana's dad doesn't agree because he was once in her shoes and his best friend died because of that, so he wants to be able to save her. Moana's grandma gets sick and convinces Moana to go find Maui, and her mom helps her leave without telling her father. She crashes on an island. That is where she finds Maui. She tells him that he needs to restore the heart, but he doesn't have his hook, so he's powerless and he cannot help her. So he tells her that he'll only help her if she helps him find his hook. Maui confesses he has human parents who threw him into the sea, and the gods gave him the hook, which is the powers that came with it. He stole the heart of Te Piti to give the humans everything they would want, but apparently it was never enough. Maui and Moana decide to fight the monster to return the heart of Te Piti with Moana. They practice on controlling his powers before, and he teaches her how to sail because that was Moana's biggest dream. Maui tries to defeat the monster, and he uses his hook, and it almost gets destroyed. So he doesn't want to continue. So he decides to leave Moana by herself to defeat the monster. Maui leaves Moana. She decides to give up, but her grandma comes to give her a talk to convince her that she was the chosen one for a reason, and that she could continue this with or without Maui. She becomes determined, and she will continue her journey, and she will restore the heart of Te Piti without Maui's help. She begins to fight the monster herself. Maui comes back to her rescue and starts fighting the Teka monster, while Moana tries to restore the heart of Te Piti. Te Piti is gone, and Moana sees that Teka, the monster, is actually Te Piti, and calls her to come and get her heart. Moana restores the heart to Te Piti and becomes her normal self again. Maui gets his hook restored, and asks for forgiveness, and is seen as a hero once again. Moana becomes the new chief for her people, and they once again become voyagers like they once were, discovering new lands. And that is the end.